Realtors, Lofty has been cooking lately, and you've probably noticed a ton of changes going on inside, whether it's smart plans or featured areas. A lot of stuff has moved around. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the new areas feature in Lofty and what has happened to featured areas and how we can maximize the efficiency and the reach by those featured areas. So let's just jump right into it.
All right, guys, so here we are on the Lofty dashboard. What we're going to want to do is hover over content, click websites, and you're going to grab your website right here. Once you get into the website here, the featured areas have moved. They used to be inside the edit website function here, which there still is a section for it. But if I go in here right away and I don't have any featured areas selected in the actual areas tab, and I scroll to my featured areas section in the website, I actually can't add the featured areas here unless they've been selected inside my areas tab. So that's where we're going to start out today. Is we're going to go here to areas. You're going to see here we have cities and we have neighborhoods. So the cool part about this is that we can actually go hyper local, which is what we want to see right now. We see a lot of the AI models referring hyper local content. So neighborhoods is actually more powerful than cities in my opinion. I do a little bit of both, but neighborhoods is where it's at. So if you guys are starting out for the very first time, this is going to be blank right here. And you actually just need to go ahead and add a featured area. So how to do that is you're going to click this blue button right here. It says add a new area. You can choose to add a city or a neighborhood. So let's just go ahead and add a city for now. And once you do that, you're going to see this pop up. You're going to be able to choose a city in your area that you'd like to add. So for me, I'm on the MLS here in Denver. So let's go ahead and just add a featured area or a featured city. So I'm going to go ahead and look up Brighton, Colorado. Now you'll see when I click on Brighton, Colorado here, it actually shows an outline map. And this is what we want to see. This means it was able to pull the data. Sometimes you might type a city in, especially if you're in a more rural town, and if your MLS does not have the data mapped for this city, then the featured area actually won't work on Lofty. So what you're going to look out for is when you first search for this, you're going to want to see this map right here. If you don't see this map right here, then you need to try to look and see if it's listed somewhere else in there. If it does have the map, you're good to go. You're going to click save. Now it's going to say feature area created right here. There is a little bit of a glitch going on in Lofty right now, but usually you'll either click save and it'll open up to like an options menu. Let me actually go with something that I don't have on here because I think I already have Brighton set up. I actually do not. Oh, I do have Brighton set up. Hold up. Let me go ahead and go find another one real quick. So we're going to go ahead and add another city here. So let me go ahead and let's just try Henderson. All right. So here we have Henderson, Colorado. You can see it's got the map outlined here. We're good to go. If I click save, it actually brings this edit introduction page. Now this introduction page is what we're going to want to edit, but not here. You're going to see it already gives you meta keywords and a meta description by default. You can change these, but I want you to understand here, like this, they're already giving you 167 characters out of an only allowable 100 characters. I'm hoping that Lofty changes this back to like 500 or 300 characters here soon, because realistically we'd have to delete the majority of these keywords right here in order to fit in this 100. However, there's a workaround. So if I just go ahead and hit the X here, you're going to see Henderson still shows up. So I still have those keywords in there. I just didn't hit save, but it did save, if that makes sense. Now you're going to see here the key is 3 linked pages. Okay, the linked pages means that it has an introduction, which this is the actual page itself. Then there's a search for it, and then there's market insights and stuff like that. So this all comes together in the form of its own individual featured area page, which we're going to need to edit because there's a cover photo on there that's not going to be Henderson, Colorado. So if I come over here and I hover over the introduction side, you can see this little edit pencil pop up. If you click that, it actually takes you to the editor in that page. Now you're going to see in the background here shows a big old city. So if you're not from Henderson, Colorado, you might think, hey, maybe that is Henderson, but it's actually not. So we want to change that. And this is the most important part about doing the featured areas inside of Lofty is they have wonderful SEO capabilities for being easily found, and you can go hyper local with this. but you need to make sure that we're changing the image in the background so it actually makes sense, because, you know, if a local resident jumps on here from Henderson to go sell their house or something, or ends up on my website, they're going to say, this isn't Henderson, this guy's not organized, right? So we want to go over here and click the edit button, and you're going to see that we have our background images for our desktop and our mobile that we can change and edit here. So you can actually go find a picture of your city. I would recommend that you take one of your own or purchase one. If you just grab one off of Google, once again, these AI models are scraping for copyrighted content. You're probably going to get a letter from an attorney saying, hey, you violated copyright rules. We're going to start suing you if you don't remove the picture. And it's just a headache that you don't want. Now, if you don't have the ability to go out and take a drone picture of a city, then you could attempt to do AI with that. So what I would usually do is go into Gemini. They've got Nano Banana, which is really good. And they've also got the new image gen on ChatGPT 5.5, which is awesome. But I would just come here and say, create an image. And in the image, I would say, give me a image of an aerial view of Henderson, Colorado, and spell it right, obviously, like I can't do here, which is always fun because my brain works faster than my fingers do. But we're going to say, give me an image of aerial view of Henderson, Colorado for my website. I'm going to ask for 2 dimensions of it first. So I'm going to say 16 by 9. And then we can even say 4K if you want, because now with the new Nano Banana, it can go up to 4K quality, which we want that, because if somebody were to pull your website up on their TV, for instance, you know, a lot of us nowadays have our computers hooked up to giant screens. So we want to make sure that we're getting high quality imagery here. So this is going to go ahead and create our image. And in the meantime, let's go back here, and you can see we can actually edit more about this page itself. We can add additional tags. Now these tags act as little short keywords. You can edit or add additional ones here, and they show up right here at the bottom. You can even edit the content description here. Now, if you make this content description very keyword rich and heavy, which it is by default, but you can always edit that and change it to make it a little bit more keyword rich, then you're going to be looking real good on the SEO side of the search. Okay, you can also change the background color as well. So you can see background here, it's basically black. If I go over here, I can change it to red. Now, I wouldn't do that because you can see how it very much so upset the image there, but you can also adjust the opacity of the image as well. That can kind of help break the monotony of the background there a little bit. I wish that it didn't keep so much opacity layer on the image itself, but hey, we're working with what we can work with here. The goal is to get people on the site here. They can actually see the information like your average sales price, median price, population, total listings. They can see the featured listings of the area itself. They can see the amenities and attraction. Now I get mixed reviews on this here, but I actually think it's pretty cool because now you're doing more than just showing listings. You can give people access to information that's in their local area, like health and medical, local services, shopping, recreation, arts and entertainment, food, beauty, nightlife, all of this stuff. One thing it does not show is other realtors, so you don't have to worry about that. That's an awesome part. Then you also get the educational environment. So this is where the data feed comes in here. You can see, I can show all the elementary schools, middle schools, and the high schools here. I can see demographics information. Now, full disclosure, if you're in Canada, you're probably not going to get access to this data because Canada does restrict access to that. But here in the United States, you can see population, you can see employment, age, education level, and then they'll even show similar neighborhoods as well, which are going to be your other featured areas that you have inside of your system. And then obviously a contact button here and a get in touch. So you can edit these as much as you want. You can come here, you can add new blocks to this. You can remove blocks if you want. So let's say you're like, you know what? I don't really want to show some of this information like the education environment. You can go ahead and hit the trash can there. You can ditch the amenities and attractions. So if you're like, hey, I don't want to show the amenities, well, you can easily just go ahead and click this trash can here, click yes, and now that's off the site. If there's something missing on there, you're like, man, I'd like to have like a logo wall or my vendor list, or maybe I want to put a video in there. You could absolutely do that too. You can come over here, click media, grab this, drag it and drop the block. And now you can add a video right here as well. So if you have an awesome city, like city overview video that you have for this specific city or neighborhood, I would put it in there as well. And it's super easy to set up. You can just come over here. You can either upload it or you can even do a YouTube video here. So you could just drop a YouTube URL in here and it would work. So if you have like your YouTube channel, which we should as realtors, where you're doing community highlights and property tours and all this other stuff, all you have to do is drop the URL here and it'll play directly on the page embedded from YouTube, which is another big SEO play, right? If I just upload the video to the website, it's great. However, when we do it in Google or we do it in YouTube, it gets indexed. Google sees the transcript and they can recommend it a lot easier. You can also choose whether to autoplay it, show the progress bar, or just default mute the video if you wanted it just to be in the background. Okay, so that is the basics of setting up the featured areas. There's a little bit more to it, but I have more details and more tutorials on this inside my community, Apex Elite AI. And if you join my version of Lofty as well, which is Carbon Lofty here, as you can see up at the top, if you join this version of Lofty, we have a bunch of deep dive tutorials. We have mastermind sessions. We have a whole bunch of stuff that can help you really get dialed on this. But that's the basics of it. So when I click publish here, all right, actually, let's go back and let's see. Here's our image of Henderson, which, you know what, this is kind of right. Henderson would be right here. It does kind of look down onto Denver. We are right here off the I-76 corridor. It's not perfect, but hey, it'll work. So what I would do is actually download this image right here. And while I'm downloading this image, I'm going to have Gemini create another version of it real quick. So I'm going to come over here and say, please make me a 9:16 version. And the reason I'm doing that is what I'm going to show you here in just a second. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. I'm pretty sure it downloaded. Yep, it sure did. So we're going to go back to the page editor here real quick, and I'm going to show you guys how to change this background image. So we just click the edit pencil there on the desktop image. We click replace. We're going to double click this. It's going to bring it into here. And you can even, if you want, you can kind of shrink the image down a little bit if you just want it to show Henderson. But I like the idea of having Denver in the background. You will notice there's a little Gemini logo right there. So if that bothers you, just drag this up a little bit right here and you can kind of crop that out. Now for this situation, I'm not gonna, because I don't really mind it. Nobody's gonna really see it anyway. See how like not very visible it is there? And then all you gotta do is click add. So now you can see it actually shows an actual looking picture, like realistic looking picture of Henderson. Now this is AI generated, and these AI models are getting way better. So this is a perfect solution if you don't have a drone or don't want to pay somebody $700 to go get a drone, or don't want to sign up to some stock photo website and pay $50 for a picture that 1,000 other realtors paid for and used. This is how we set ourselves apart, right? We're going to do the same thing for the mobile image. However, we got to think about mobile placement. Right? So if you come up here and you look at the mobile and we switch this, see how this image is cut off so much? Well, I want that 9:16 now that I just created here. See how it recreated the image and it looks way better, more fit for mobile. So we're going to download that sucker there, and then we're going to come back over here. And once that's downloaded, I'm going to upload it here. And then we have one more major final step before we lock in on this. And then you guys will be doing featured areas and featured neighborhoods like a pro. So now that that's downloaded, I'm going to click the edit. I'm going to come replace this. I'm going to choose our long image here. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to add it. And now you can see it actually looks good for the mobile version. Okay, so now when we go back and forth from desktop to mobile, these images actually fit. And that's one of the biggest keys when we're building these websites, is to understand that mobile doesn't always look the same as the website. So we want to adjust those pictures accordingly so they fit right and they look good on there. All right, so now that we've done that, I can go ahead and publish this. And then let's take a look and see what that looks like live on my site. So here we go, live on the site. We've got everything here. That's my bots right there trying to get in contact with you. It's going to try to get me to sign in, but we're going to ignore that. You can see here we've got the animations for the overview. We've got our featured listings that are showing up here as well. Now, these are all Henderson listings, as you can see. So this is a great way as well. If somebody's specifically looking in Henderson, well, I would usually send them to this page or create a search just for Henderson, but this is an amazing squeeze page. You can run ads on this stuff, right? You can say, hey, looking for a home in Henderson? Click here for all the Henderson information and all the featured listings of Henderson, and then you send them to this page, put a for course registration on it. And there you go. As my buddy Louie would say, Bob's your uncle. We've got our video screen here. We've got our schools. We've got our demographics. We've got our other featured areas. We are good to go. So once again, you can edit this to your heart's content. And if you're wanting to go deeper into all of this to really master the editing, even using custom HTML to build your own website out, this is exactly what I teach inside my community. So just hit me up in the comments and we can book a call and see if this is the right step for you to either join my Lofty or join my community or both. So now that we've got this page done and edited, what we're going to do is we're just going to click editor again, and then that's going to take us back to our main page. Okay, so now we're back in the main page style here, and if I scroll down to my featured areas and I click edit, I'm going to now be able to add that new featured area, Henderson, to my featured areas page. So there's a little bit of a difference here. When I actually click to add this, it's going to start showing up in here, but it's going to have a different picture to it, it's not going to have the picture that I set up in the background to it. So we actually have to change that. So if I were to come over here and drag Henderson all the way up to the top, because we can reorder these, look, there's that same picture there again. So that's what I was saying when we needed to generate the other picture as well. We want to put that picture here, because if we just stopped where we were at there, it's not going to make sense on the front page of your website here, because once again, this isn't Henderson. So now you can actually click here, and we have an option to replace the picture here as well. So we're going to do the replace here. Same concept as we did last time. Click OK, click add, click save. And now we have Henderson showing up as the featured image on our site. And once again, you can just drag and reorder these into any area that you want. And now you have this full featured image. So if I go publish this right now, and, don't judge me too bad, guys. I'm not a website designer, and I'm in the process of building some of these out. So some of these pictures don't match yet. But if we go look at my website live, now we hit my featured areas, you can see we've got Old Town Arvada, which that is a picture that I actually took. We got Lake Arbor. That's a picture I actually took as well. Then we got the Highlands, which is another Arvada neighborhood. Guess what? That's AI, but it looks exactly like the houses in the Highlands. This one here is also AI, and it looks just like Ralston Valley area. Scenic Heights looks the same here as well. Lamar Heights, obviously that's not Lamar Heights, so this is what I'm saying. I've got to come in here and fix all these, but here we go. There's our Henderson one. And if somebody clicks that, it takes them right to that page. And now you have your own URL slug here, and we can run this all over social media. You can run ads against it, everything, and you do this with the featured areas. So now the concept behind this is to do as many as you can. Hyper local, go down into neighborhoods. And that's one of my favorite parts about this. Like, we just did a city, but you can also do a neighborhood. So you see, if I switch over to neighborhoods, I've done some for a bunch of neighborhoods here, like Ralston Valley, for instance, right? So if we go back to here and we scroll down and we go to my other areas here, I have Brighton, Lakewood, Denver, Colorado, Denver, and Arvada. If I go back to my main page, and you see, if I click on Lake Arbor, this is going to show me just Lake Arbor stats. So now it's going to show me the average median population and total listings, shows me everything for Lake Arbor itself. If you click more here, it's going to show just the homes in the Lake Arbor neighborhood. It's going to show the amenities that are around the Lake Arbor neighborhood, the school, the demographics, everything, and it goes down hyper local. And that's the key. If you do every single neighborhood in your area and you set it up like this and you do SEO optimization and you're doing blogs and videos and all this other stuff, then you're going to find out that you can be found very easily online and inside of AI models.
All right, guys, there you go. Now you can see the entire new platform that Lofty created for the featured areas. This is an absolute game changer when it comes to SEO and AEO. We want to be found online, and we want to be found in the large language models as more people leave the traditional Google search and start searching on large language models, and this is the way to do it. So I hope you guys got value from this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these awesome new Lofty tutorials that are coming out. Lofty is making a ton of changes. They're doing an average of 2 updates every single month right now, and I give you guys the videos on those updates as well as the tutorials on any of the changes. So as this system continues to change for the better and make it more better and more efficient for all of us, you can come here to make sure that you get your videos and you never have to worry about being left behind on this. So until next time, I'll see you guys on the next one.